lovely ones, welcome back. We are going to be clearing the fear that we pick up from the collective consciousness. And there's a lot of it about right now, and it's everywhere across all social media, across normal media channels, it's on memes, you know, everywhere you go. Even when you're trying to get away from all the fear that's going on at the moment, you can't help but see posts here, there and everywhere. That's just the chaos that's out there in the world at the moment. And but we don't have to get pulled down to it, but it can get attached to our energy sometimes, and we can get pulled into the misery. And there's a lot to be miserable about in the world, but we need to switch our attention and our focus to joy and creativity, no matter what the atrocities are that are going on in the world, because that is what will create the better future for all of us collectively. So let's clear that fear. Let's do a mini clearing on that fear for the collective consciousness that we're holding on to right now. Okay, make sure you're 100% open to receiving healing. And you can do that through muscle testing, self muscle testing. There are videos and video links on my channel. And then if you find that you're not 100% open, you can also do it through dowsing as well with your pendulum. If you're not 100% open, then I have a clearing video as well, which will also clear you to 100% open. If you can't find them on my SRT playlist, somebody let me know and I'll just put them in the links. I forget to do the cards sometimes, so apologies for that. Anyway, let's do this, shall we? Right, so where are we looking at in terms of 0 positive, 100 negative? For all those noobs to the channel, the newbies, we want, in this system, we want everything to be 100% positive, 0 negative, no matter what it is. And we want it all to come from a level of consciousness, which is all the way up there, which is where it used to be at the top, because there's been so much expansion in recent years. It's all the way up there and 100 and something feet off the page now. So we want to be at a minimum of radiant love, new paradigm level. We're expanding so fast, it's probably 200 feet beyond the page now, who knows. But so where's this issue sitting? Okay, we're at spirit status level. So let's move it from spirit status level all the way up to radiant love, new paradigm level, clearing all that fear that we've picked up from the collective consciousness. Raising up to 100 positive, down to 0 negative for your highest good. So we're working with your high self teams. And they have 200 plus charts on the other side of life. For those that are bored of me saying this, I'm sorry, but there is a lot of newbies on this channel now. So it's up to, we want to move it all up to, they're working on the other side of life with 200 plus charts. I have 30 something charts on this side of life. So the bulk of the clearing is always done in this process and at the end in what's called the mop-up process. This is just like a mini clearing, like a taster. My personal clearings can be very, very in-depth, so are very, very in-depth. So depending what comes up, and obviously we're always going to go much deeper when we're doing a personal clearing for you rather than a group clearing. There's not much investigation with a group clearing. I'm also going to infuse this whole clearing with a certain type of energy process, which I've been downloaded with recently, which is enhancing the clearings by 20 to 30%. So I'm just going to ask that that's done now as well. Okay. Right, where are we going first? 6A, we're looking at master programs here. So we've got Abandonment that's running, which is a very, very popular, common one from everybody. Self-limitations coming up as well. Okay, and do they have past life roots? Yeah, so let's just clear all of those at all levels of consciousness. All self-limitation and abandonment for you. Master programs and discordant energy for you at all levels of consciousness on chart 3. Yeah, just remember always, there's such a lot of horrible stuff going on in the world. It's all part of the consciousness shifts. All the ugliness has to come up to be seen, to be healed, to be integrated, to be loved, to be shown. You know, it's horrible. It's horrible what's going on in the world, but we can't deal with it if we don't know what we're dealing with. So everything has to be exposed. And this is centuries old stuff. This is, you know, And other people may have different opinions to that timelines actually don't happen, and maybe they don't. They're certainly not linear. We can reincarnate from a completely different lifetime. Like we can come straight here from ancient Greece or Mesopotamia or something like that, and straight into this lifetime. It doesn't. You don't automatically reincarnate, from a life. Say that you died in 1971 and then you were born immediately in 1971 as well. It doesn't happen like that. Okay. To my knowledge, anyway. To my knowledge, it doesn't happen like that. Right, okay. Chart 11. I guess you'll go wherever the soul feels it will most benefit going in terms of learning, but it's far more complex than we know on this side of life. Cleanse the soul of evil. That's the belief of evil. So let's just clear that. That's its soul energy, which is Lord of Lords, which is the first expression of the living soul, that level of consciousness. So it's not that the soul is evil. It's that somewhere along the line, the soul has believed it's evil, and that can be from overly religious lifetimes that have been lived. If you want to work with me, I'm still doing SRT packages. There's no waiting list for those. They're ongoing. Always allow 7 working days after payment, and I don't do discovery calls for those for SRT packages, so I have to say no to that. But because I just wouldn't have time. I just wouldn't have time otherwise to do everything. But with regard to my other packages, the basic package, which is working online with me, and the essential package, all details on my website. There is a waiting list for discovery calls and for working with me right now. So it's a few weeks at the moment. But SRT packages, there's no waiting list for those. There's just no discovery calls for them. So my apologies for anybody that's waiting. I have been a bit swamped recently with one thing and another, and I've just got to pace myself a bit. There's a lot coming in and a lot happening in this consciousness. So we're clearing a potential dysfunction of spiritual consciousness by God here. This is a Queen of Life level of consciousness, which is like the in the womb, the soul in the womb, soul's creation in the womb. And again, we're not going into any depth with any of these. However, they're still having big effects on people, so which I'm delighted to hear all the time. So thank you. Thank you also for the donations. Thank you, Rob, again, that I can't email because your email on PayPal won't take anything. But thank you, Rob. Thank you. You know who you are. I know who you are. But I can't email to thank you, and I hate not being able to thank people when they're so kind with donations. So, and obviously other people I've thanked. So thank you. I'm really grateful, truly grateful. I don't get very much from YouTube, so. Chart 25, which is final assurance. Again, I'm not delving into any investigation here. I'm just doing very brief research. We're looking at challenges here. Final issues. Okay, let's not go into any details, just clear those away. Whatever they are, whatever challenges or final issues there are, let's just get them cleared away by your teams. All for your highest good at all times. Yeah, just under challenges. It says, as long as you are in a physical body, you are going to have challenges. This is taken from Robert E Detzler's books. Some of them were programmed before entering the physical and can be encountered when a certain age or circumstance is reached. We just ask Spirit to clear them all. So I'm just going to ask Spirit to clear them all from you now, as well as final issues. I think also it's remembering that everything is predetermined. So the more we remember everything is predetermined, the more we can relax into life. We can't always understand why things happen the way they do, for what purpose, until we go back to Spirit. But we can choose. Our free will comes in whether we choose to react to a situation or respond to a situation. We can take a measured response. We can say, I don't like what's happening, but I'll accept it is happening and I'll make the best of it. I'll learn from it. I'll change something about me. I'll change something about the situation because I have the power to do that. Or we can react and get very emotional, feel a victim, cry, injustice. So that's our free will choice. Always remember, am I responding or am I reacting? Doesn't matter what anyone else has done. Doesn't matter what the situation is. How we respond is going to dictate our experience and our journey. So wrap up. Okay. So what I thought would come up hasn't come up, so which is always a good sign. It means I'm not controlling it in any way. So it means that the bulk of the fear from the collective consciousness is being cleared earlier and in the mop-up. So maybe it would be a good idea to set the intention now and command the universe to remove from you any connections to fear from the collective consciousness right now for your highest good. And the more you say that with confidence and affirm it, the more is going to happen, so that you're fully committed to it. Okay, so maybe we'll just do that together. I command that Spirit remove all connections to irrational fear that I have picked up from the collective consciousness and remove it from all my energy bodies for my highest good now. And if you didn't hear everything I said then, just say everything that Caroline said for my highest good now. Okay, should we go to mop up? Let's go to mop up. And this is where the bulk of the clearing takes place by your teams on the other side of life with their 200 plus charts for your highest good. So we're just doing a little tidy up again. Okay, anything else? Anything else to clear? No, are we done? Right, that's your little mini clearing or taster for today. So, okay. So what's it sitting at now? 100 positive, 0 negative. If you want to train in the system, all the details are under the description. If you want to find out more about it, if you want to know where the books are, again, everything is all under the details. If you want to work with me and buy an SRT package, all the details under the description. Drink lots of water. Don't do more than 2 of these mini clearings a day, because you want to be able to integrate fully the changes. And it takes 3 days, 3 independent days for old neural pathways to fall away. Okay. and new neural pathways to be set up. So be kind to your body, allow that full integration to take place, and I will see you on the next clearing. Lots of love to you all. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.